So Title 42 is going to expire next week, and I'm here in Del Rio, Texas. Here's what's going to happen. It's almost going to double the number of illegal immigrants that are come across the border. Now, there's people who want to come across here because they want to live our dream. You know what? They ought to do that legally. But there's criminals, there's terrorists. Just in the last 12 months, I think it's 98 terrorists have been caught coming across the border. How many criminals, how many terrorists have not been caught? So Joe Biden, Mayorkas, they really need to think about what's going to happen here. It's going to be devastating to our country when Title 42 ends. I don't understand. None of us understand. There's nobody I've ever talked to that can understand why Secretary Mayorkas and why President Biden want to have a completely open border. And Title 42 is just going to exacerbate the problem we already have. Hi, Rick Scott here. I'm in Del Rio, Texas. I came down here to really understand what's going to happen when Title 42 ends. The Border Patrol gave me an aerial tour of the border and talked about what exactly is going to happen. They think there'll be about a 40% increase in the number of people coming across. Right now, on a daily basis, just in this one region, they're getting about 3,000 people a day. In our aerial view, we saw some individuals come across. And here's what's happening when they come across. They're not being sent back, except under Title 42. What's happening is they're being processed. And after they're processed, what happens is your federal government pays to get them to go wherever they want around the country. Now with 42, they are able to send some people back, but now this is going to end. That's going to end. So here's what we know: there's a lot of people who want to come and live our dream. They ought to do that legally, right? We've got criminals that are coming across. We got terrorists coming across. We got Chinese spies coming across. I got a briefing not only from Border Patrol, but I got a briefing from the Texas Department of Security, and our public safety. I'm sorry, just what they're doing. I mean, they put up their own barriers. They've found drugs. I mean, they found enough drugs to kill millions and millions of Americans on top of what the federal government's catching. Millions of Americans. I know our federal government's billions, the amount of drugs. So here's what I don't get. Why doesn't Joe Biden care about American citizens? Why doesn't Secretary Mayorkas care about American citizens? 70,000 people died of fentanyl in our country last year, right? We got crime being committed by illegal immigrants every day around the country. All right, we've got Chinese spies coming in. I mean, how many terrorists didn't we catch? How many criminals didn't we catch? So I just don't get. And then we found out recently there's 85,000 migrant children that Homeland Security has lost. And so I have a bill. We need to really do a better job of vetting where these kids are going. So, one, I'm really proud of Border Patrol. They're hardworking, they care, they want to do the right thing. I'm really thankful that Texas has stood up. And they have, I think, 1,600 individuals working on a daily basis trying to secure this border. And they shouldn't have to do that. Their federal government should be doing their job. But I'm really thankful for what they're doing. I'm thankful for all the people working hard. I'm very, very disappointed in Joe Biden and Secretary Mayorkas. And when Title 42 ends, it's going to get a lot worse. That means more fentanyl, more criminals, more terrorists are going to come into our great country. That shouldn't be happening.